Tyria is a world of magic, wonder, and wilderness, full of secret places to explore, enjoy, and survive. The ecology and biodiversity is mysterious and fascinating. Today we will hunt down some of Tyria's most magical features, its fantastic fungus. Join me for some mushroom hunting with Sage! For our first stop, let's check out the rainbow mushroom path on the floor of the Maguma jungle at Tarnished Treetop. The thorny and crooked thorny mushrooms here come in a wide variety of colors and are a truly beautiful sight for any brave adventurer willing to take the risks. The variations remind me of the lobster mushrooms here on Earth, which is when a normal mushroom like Lactarius or Russula's become infected with a parasite, which turns them red and makes them even more delicious to eat. I wonder if there isn't a similar symbiosis or parasitic influence at work here. Anyway, for our next stop, let's visit Tangled Depths, which, as the name implies, is a mycelium dreamland in many ways. One of the best walks for any Tyrian mycologist has to be from Whisper's Camp to New Hawk Lane. We start in this lovely mossy cavern, which is lit by luminescent shelf fungus growing on the rock walls. It has a distinctive incandescent glow, making it extremely cozy lighting. We continue on to an austere cave with a healthy growth of thorny and crooked thorny mushrooms. The gentle lights in the air. Could they be pollinators, spores, which are like mushroom pollen, if you will, or are they an unrelated phenomenon of the region? And of course, entering New Hawk Tunnel from this route is quite stunning. Massive shelf fungus cover the cavern, bathing everything in a magenta bioluminescence, which dances in patterns on the floor. Bouncing mushrooms allow one some ease at navigating this gorgeous mycological jewel. Gem-colored mushrooms adorn the floor, while most chalk errant enjoyers are very familiar with these glowing purple surfaces. These are where nodules spawn during the meta event, and they have to be popped. Although hectic during chalk errant surfacings, this area is a truly beautiful spot to visit. The chalk are relatively chill if you give them distance, and the vibes are otherwise immaculate, as the kids say. While many gamers are familiar with New Hawk Lane, one of the most stunning mycological centers of Tyria is also right here in Tangled Depths. The Rhodonovus orchards are absolutely breathtaking, figuratively and literally. They are quite dangerous. But look at these views! Bioluminescent spores cascading down from towering mushroom blooms. The glowing gills are gorgeous from below, but also create a stunning landscape when viewed from above. This spot is also a testament to Asuran ingenuity and traditional knowledge. To see this agricultural wonderland still productive all on its own despite generations of neglect, a self-sustaining miracle. Mushrooms provide such amazing nutrition and health benefits, not to mention all the mycotech that could be developed. It would figure that the Asurans knew all along. The possibilities of micro-agriculture are truly dazzling and being rediscovered here on Earth every day. Before we leave the Maguma jungle, let's take a look at the classic homestead mushroom in its natural habitat, the Hero Point Cave and Dragon Stand. The lovely clusters are understated and modest, yet lovely and striking, each tilt of the cap catching the light in its own way. I'm not sure where else you can see these mushrooms around Tyria, but please let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new spots to go mushroom hunting in. Thank you in advance. Bitterfrost Frontier might be the last place you would expect to see mushrooms, but mycelium is everywhere, and some stunning examples can be seen in these frozen forests. The shelf mushrooms of Bitterfrost can be easily overlooked, or underlooked, as they are higher up in the canopies than most mushrooms tend to bloom. But up high in these giant conifers, we find equally giant shelf fungus. Similar to turkey tail here on Earth, the striated pattern on the top of the shelf is lovely and flowing and tinged with some coral coloring. The gills underneath are distinctive and shell-like. And in the true biodiverse fashion, as forests tend to be in order to stay healthy, we have a different type of fungus on the floor of bitter frost forest. These bright blue Arctic mushrooms. Some bloom into jumping mushrooms, but you will find many in the shadows of these woods growing in clusters around the base of the trees. Most likely, they are contributing to the distribution of sugars, water, and carbohydrates, much as mycelial networks in the forests here on Earth do. Or, whatever Tyrian plants need to thrive and survive. I'm not really sure. Now, there are so many bioluminescent plants and mushrooms around Tyria, it does make one think more about bioluminescence here on Earth. Let's chat about it while we enjoy this gorgeous glowing cavern in Draconis Mons. So, bioluminescence is light emitted by living things through chemical reactions in their bodies. On Earth, we have fireflies and glowworms, but most of our bioluminescent life is found in the oceans, either tiny plankton or deep sea fish. We also have some glowing mushrooms. We call them foxfire in my neck of the woods, and those, interestingly enough, are honey mushrooms that are hosting, maybe they're infected by a bacteria. But that's why they glow. I think maybe other mushrooms can also glow with the same bacteria. If you know more about bioluminescent fungi, please let us know in the comments below. And thank you for all of your experience with this. It's likely these glowing ropes of light in the caverns are glowworms of a sort, but they might also be a phosphorescent type of algae or maybe a slime mold. I spend a lot of time thinking about these things, as you can probably tell. Now, to wrap up our mycological tour of Tyria, this wonderful mushroom hunt, thank you so much, Cloudy, for all of your help scouting the best mushroom blooms around. Let's head to Core Tyria, a spot anyone can visit without any expansions. Dream Dark Enclave, the dreaded jumping puzzle in Caledon Forest, which is actually a gorgeous, glowing regal room of fungal support, which is also trying to kill you. But don't mind me dying as we soar through this thorny room to appreciate the stunning structure supported by symbiosis happening here. Even though mushrooms are the great digesters of the world, well, the mycelium is. The mushroom is really just kind of the flower of the fungus. Anyway, even though mycelium is always breaking down inert matter, it is also creating tons of pathways that share resources and help to create their own highway structures. Old-growth forests, like Caledon, have nodes like this that are actually kind of super nodes, making it even easier for other plants and fungus around the region to plug into the existing network of support. Old-growth forests are pretty amazing and cool in game, but also in real life, so please do remember to protect our old-growth forests. They're actually very important for our mycelial networks too. Anyway, sorry I'm a nerd. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild mushroom hunt in Tyria. If you made it this far in the video, feel free to tap the like button to let me know you enjoyed it. And if you enjoy the chaos of a live stream, feel free to follow me on Twitch. Thanks so much for watching, and ciao for meow. Mwah! Friends helping friends in the citadel of friendship. Friend, 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 friend.